Pounders, welcome back. We're just getting off being a guest on Megan's stream at Fanspeak. Shout out to them and all their hard work. We're going to be doing a marathon draft tonight. We'll be going over some of the marathon strategies. The ADPs opened up basically similar to what they were for BBM, which is entirely wrong. So we need to sort of grab the edge, and that's where we levitate to in all these new contests. So kind of excited to just go over some of the general strategy before we do jump into a draft. Basically, rookies with uncertain roles gotta fall. Players with injuries, players that have potential suspensions. Now, I will say, like Rice, is there a chance maybe he does not get suspended? What percent chance is that? Is it 10%? Then I want, about 1% Rice in my portfolio. I do think if there is that outcome that is small, maybe you shouldn't completely fade them if you get someone like that and they don't get suspended. But maybe someone that's expected to start slow, like Chubb, has to fall. Players like that should not be going on their ADP because these ADPs are focused with week 15, week 16, week 17 in mind. End of season upside. We don't care about that. The marathon is week 1 to 17. Every week is weighted the exact same. So with that in mind, those points are really, really going to matter. Lean into your team being right. Don't overdraft the onesies. You should be leaning in. And I'll add on to that, especially at QB. Like, we want to find those late stacks. The Levis stacks. Maybe Boyd. Is it Boyd? It's probably not Boyd. But like maybe Daniel Jones and Hyatt. Two late guys that go in the 18th round, 17th, 18th. That could be values. You really want to find those players and those stacks late. Last year was Jordan Love and Reed. There's multiple. There's multiple every year. So leaning into that QB2 with maybe the uncertainty with the offense, with Carolina, how's it going to look? Maybe you go Leggett and Bryce Young. Maybe you go Bryce Young and Sanders. And you lean into these guys as your QB2. And you could pair it with anyone. You could pair it with Dak if you wanted to, and maybe Dak becomes a good value for his ADP. Or it could be Daniels. But leaning into, I think a lot of 2 QB builds makes sense, in my opinion. It'll obviously depend when you enter your specific draft at the QB position, what ADP. I don't mind 3 lates as well. Give me like Deshaun Watson, Levis, and Derek Carr. Like just 3 players that could be really good values, and you don't need ultimate ceiling in this contest. So it's definitely interesting. So we are going to jump into a draft now. Let's see. I don't know how fast these are filling right now. We have plus 10. So everyone that wants to get in should be able to get in with us. It's going to be drafted a lot more. If you guys do cash games, it's going to be drafted a lot more like cash games. Oh, look at this room fly. Plus 3. All right. This might be basically a full Pounders room. There might be 2 people in here that are Metal Vault in here. Try Again Chump, J Dubs, King of QC, Double TDs, Frank. I don't know if Big and Diggy so far, I don't think are Pounders. Kite and Davis, I'm not sure. Let me know if you guys snuck in here, and we can go over your team as well. We're going to set the like goal to 35 likes. If we hit 35 likes, we're doing a second one. I thought that name looked familiar. All right. Devin and Carter. Oh, geez. And Terry. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. At the 107. Zach's at the 107. Yep. Double T's. Holy smokes. We got the 6. Is the only it's the only person in here that's not in the stream, the 4 spot, because this guy's going to have a terrible time. Appreciate you, Carter. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see. 1 spot, J Dubs. Pretty easy decision. Go CMC. We get the 11. Which I will be interested. Maybe I'll look at some of the drafters data. This is a contest basically straight from drafters. Weeks 1 through 17. Every week's weighted the same. maybe I'll look into some data on how those teams performed, what went 2 QB, 3 QB, maybe in the top 50 of their big contest. And then maybe what was more successful. I'm pretty curious on that. If it was picks like 1 and 2 or picks like 11 and 12. That stuff does interest me. What's up, Bay? Welcome to the live stream, man. Says, hey, everyone. Being friendly. I love that. Shout out to the Dallas Mavs. Absolutely. We do not shout out that team here until after they lose. That'll be fun. It's like the Celtics Kyrie Irving revenge tour. It should be a fun series. Said just sub. Looking forward to hanging out with everyone. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. How about the data on regular season prizes last year? Could definitely be similar. I like that. Go Seahawks. God damn. This is interesting now. So I'm glad. So like Marvin Harrison, in my opinion, has to probably fall behind a couple of these picks. Let's go Garrett Wilson here. And right away, I go Garrett Wilson. Like Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be on the team. He's making the team. He's going to be healthy. That's what this Garrett Wilson pick means. If Rodgers isn't healthy, I'm sorry, but Garrett Wilson, like this team's probably toast. Let's go Drake London and Garrett Wilson to start. This is a contest probably for the bye week bros as well. Like you have to keep that in mind. This is going to change the way maybe we select some of these later receivers. And one right off the bat in this contest that I like, it's probably pretty weird that I know this, but like Myers is going to be a target for me in this contest, wherever he is, right here at 122. We're going to probably have to skip this range of 12s. But yeah, it's going to be important to know that you probably shouldn't be overstacking your bye weeks, because one week you score 80 points and you will drop thousands of places. Thousands. We came in 24th in the Puppy 4 that had a regular season prize. And that was like 260,000 lineups. The swings were crazy. And shout out to Steph. She was also in the top 100 for like the last 4 weeks. And I think she had Mark Andrews. So shout out to Steph. But she ended up finishing in the top 100 too with that team, with Mark Andrews out. So very impressive. Let's see what the Pounders are doing. A.J. Brown and Taylor, Puka and Devontae Adams, Breece Hall and Olave. Very normal starts. I will say you still want to target people that have high upside, because you're looking for that outcome. You're really looking to target the best players in each range. To simplify it, who has the higher potential for that crazy outcome? Like for me, Pittman probably goes too soon. Barkley off the board at 21. I'm sure the Pounders are happy about that. Yeah, see, I'm going to have my 7 to 8% Laporta no matter where he goes. I mean, and I'm someone that was fading. He's at pick 29, so he's in the 3rd round. He's been, I think, slightly falling a little bit, but in a contest like this, if you think a player is not worth it in the range they go at, just ignore him. So in a contest like this, I will have less Laporta, but in a contest like BBM or any sort of playoff structure, in a contest he can separate. In a 1 week playoff format, that's where I'm gonna have Laporta. In this, if he falls to 35, we'll grab him. Jalen Hurts off the board at 26 to try again, jump. 10 picks before ADP. Interesting. And it's a little early, to be sort of speculating these sort of things because players could fall. There could be news that whatever, Jalen Hurts sprains his ankle, and that could cause him to fall. But to get a different combination could be a pretty big advantage in this style contest where there's 150,000 lineups, right? But the other thing is you divide that by 12. There's 150,000 lineups, but 12,500 people are drafting from the 1 spot, the 2 spot, the 3 spot, right? And so on. So how many are going to have this out of 12,500? If Jalen Hurts maintains his ADP, not a lot. Not a lot. But that is quite the speculative reach. Oh, you must have missed the opening. I got you. Pounders. We're going to be doing a second draft tonight. If we hit 35 likes, I may as well just put it up on the... I'm going to have to... I'll just do a poll. We'll do a poll. Yeah. Remember, rookies should be a little bit behind. I am cool with Laporta here at 35. I really don't have a problem with this. I want Derrick Henry. Lamar's interesting too. And so's Tank. Yeah, we're just going to be a freaking huge, entirely big spoon. And we're just going to scoop all the value that's on the board. I'm sorry. This is the 15 touchdown Derrick Henry team. This is the 15 touchdown Derrick Henry team. Tank Dell goes off the board next. Lamar off the board. I also, I don't mind going 3 late QBs. And I think right now that's going to be my preferred strategy. So I do consciously want to try to make an effort to do that. So even if it's Rodgers plus Kirk and then going a late QB, stacked or not stacked, stacks aren't going to matter as much in my opinion. You still want them because you want to hit a small outcome of that offense being a good value based on where they were drafted. But as a third QB, I think just going best player in that range or best player to add points to your team is going to be more important. Bijan, Debo, Pittman, and Pacheco for Green Bean. CLN says Rodgers and Kirk, same buy. Oh, dear God. All bye week 6s for metal. That's a start. Oh, he did it again. What is this, weekly winners? Did I join a weekly winners? Just had to double check. That's crazy. 1 receiver, too. We are hoping that we get a little bit of help from the room, but there's definitely no guarantee of that. I don't mind Tank Dell here instead of Derrick Henry too. But we went with the spoon. We went with the spoon route. So in my opinion, this probably means we're going 3 late QBs. Already, I'm sort of guessing that we're gonna have to catch up at receiver. We have a bunch of bye week 12s, which also hurts us. But yeah, these ADPs are pretty egregious. Devin says, I need Jonathan Taylor to have a huge year or else this team is busted. I also need Neighbors to get that elite target usage right away out of the gate, which you probably will see. And I think if he does fall, he will and he should. Neighbors, Smith, he should be going behind Devonta Smith, but not too much further. Zay Jones off the board at 33. Damn, you boys are just savages going to get you guys. But it's the same point. Frank probably saw this as an opportunity to get his stack with his QB, which is smart. 10 slows. I think these would actually be really fun as slows too. Jaden Reed off the board, Terry off the board. Probably wishful thinking that Terry fell back to us. Clearly. Keenan Allen off the board. Now's not the time to be pissing, boys. Now's not the time. All right. We were doing good. Two tight ends, 2 QBs in a row. You guys were following the script. Now you're going off script. Like, follow the script. Oh, God. Oh, dear Lord. Okay. I was kind of hoping he went worthy. I don't know. Is Kite in the live stream? Did I see pick 12 is in here? 107, 106, 108. I don't think he's realistically going to pick my guy. He goes Lad. I think for me, it's Godwin here. In these contests, though, I do think leaning into one running back by like ETN in maybe 70% of my drafts being like hero running back build that look like this. This could be an elite QB instead of elite tight end, but some sort of 1-1-4 through 6 rounds feels good. Catching up at RB in the middle, late rounds, because to cash here, you have to hit the nuts outcome, right? If you want to be in the top 10 plus. That means RBs are going to get hurt in other backfields. That means 0 RB builds are going to probably be king again, unless you have some crazy separator. Like if it's CMC and the next couple get hurt, and someone separates by like 60 points, like that's a big deal. But yeah, those hero running back builds I think are going to be really, really effective for this style contest. And no scripts here. Follow the script. It's in your DMs. Kittle off the board. Pitts off the board. Kyler off the board. Wow, QB's actually sliding off a little earlier than ADP. So just something to note that the room is sort of adjusting in that way. And again, you're not drafting against the other people in this draft. That's the other thing you have to kind of remove from your brain. You still want to keep in mind who they're drafting, who, the 12 spot is going to go, so I can get my guy at 11 and then safely pick my person at 12 because they can't go receiver or whatever it may be. But you're not competing against these players. Sure, they are in the 150,000 teams, but these are just the teams you drafted with. It's very much like weekly winners in that way, that you're drafting against everyone, not just these 11. Starting week 1 too. Starting week 1. Jay sent off the board a little early. Don't judge me. I needed a warm up. Oh my God. What did Metal do? What? Ooh, a K-Walk at 70? Ooh. Oh. Oh, Metal. You have to give back the goat horns. I'm sorry. It's you have to give back the goat horns. All right. He's trying to recover. He brought in a second receiver. He brings in Addison at 75. Okay. All right. The recovery starts now. Ferguson off the board. I'm going to like Ferguson in this contest. I'm going to like Ferguson. Jared hopping in the Greyhound. If you guys want to join Jared, that is the single entry $35 contest. 2 out of 12 advanced and 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4, 52-person final. If I remember that correct. Very similar start, the 0-1-4-1. You can see the Pounders know what they're doing. Here's another 1-1-4. Here's a 0-1-5-0. Pounders know what's up. What are we cooking up here? This is, ooh, JMO off early. I just want to grab my RB2. I know it's the same bye week. We're running uphill right now. He goes BTJ. It's fine. We're running uphill. We've accepted it. We are likely going to have to go 6 RBs here. So, goddamn. I know we're going to save a spot at tight end because we're only going 2 tight ends. Let's just bring in Lockett here. Let's just bring in Lockett. We are going to have to double tap RB most likely on the way back around. Let's see. Does Goff fall to 131? That would be ideal. It's only an 8-pick drop. We have Laporta. It's going to depend on the Amon-Ra team. Amon-Ra has 2 QBs. So just something to mentally note. We should, realistically, get Goff for free there. Where's the Gibbs squad? We picked before the Gibbs squad, so all good things. How about the JMO team? JMO team picks before us and doesn't have a QB, so he could go JMO at 130 if he wanted, but we'll see what he does. We should see a rise in ADP in these QBs in the middle rounds. Like, the fact that Burrow's on the board right now is effing criminal. It's criminal. It's pick 91. I'm going Burrow naked here. Like, with my eyes closed every single time. Every single time. Probably should have went Burrow with one of these. Like, honestly. But the fact that I went RB here. He goes Dak to correlate, which I'm cool with that. Is Burrow going to fall back to... Oh my God. And he passes on him. No. The Jamar Chase team. He has 3 receivers, and he's like, if you're going to bring in a running back, you may as well bring in a correlated Joe Burrow here at pick 93. Diggy, you should have been in the pound, man. We would have taught you better than that. That's a fact. You would have known. Instead, Metal scoops Joe Burrow at pick 94, but only has 2 receivers. I don't think he could have afforded to go Burrow there. That's probably the only other team that couldn't go Burrow in this whole draft. Oh, shit. In my opinion, I think that's actually good for everyone that the pick 94 Burrow went to a team that is going to have a tough time competing. And already had another QB. I think, guys, we're safe. We can continue to draft this contest. We can continue to draft it. The winner has not been picked yet. That was tragic to watch. Literally fell in his lap. And then if you're not going to go Burrow here, it has to be a receiver. He goes his RB3 before his wide receiver 4. And he goes like... Just there's a lot of stuff going on there. Myers goes at 99. Yeah, definitely stepfather. Definitely saving bullets in this contest for later in the offseason when you have more knowledge. 100%. But I do think in a way that where the ADPs are very unsettled, you should be leaning into drafting those potential risers right now. And that's where the edge is to drafting right now. Even in BBM, you're not getting a ton of updates for BBM. You're not getting a ton of ADP movement. So that's why we're doing these other contests. We're doing the one-off contests right now, the weekly winners, the eliminator, the marathon. We're going to be doing the sprint as well. We boxed ourselves, which kind of blows. I don't care about these QBs going off right now. Fuck. Like, no, like there's no way around it. Just fuck. That's all. We can't go Javante or B Rob. That's where the pain enters the body. Ooh. I don't like Benson here. This is going to be pretty crazy. We're going to lean into Nick Chubb. We're going to lean into Nick Chubb early season revival. That's the thing. I'm not going to have a ton of Nick Chubb, but on this team, I think it makes the most sense because we can't go by week 14. We can't go Eckler. Like, there's literally... Let's bring in Chase Brown. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Typically, I'm going to probably have 2 or 3% Chubb just because I think he misses games. And if he misses games, you probably don't want to draft him, especially in a contest like this. But with that rare outcome that he is somehow ready for the season, you're still not expecting him to have a full workload, but can he still be of value based on ADP if he does return earlier? Sure. What are the chances of that? If it's a 33% chance, then you should have 33% of 8% in your portfolio, if that's the way you think. Yeah, this is going to be 3 late QBs. Pick 131, we are looking at Kirk Cousins with London. I wouldn't mind correlating that. And then maybe Rodgers. Does he fall to 155 like perfectly? He does. So we're looking at these guys with 2 of our next 4 picks. We could be bringing in Geno. We could be bringing in Levis. We just have so many stacking partners with late QBs. Dylan, sorry I missed it. Sorry for the repeat question, but Lockett or Sutton this year? We'll just mix them throughout the drafts. Yeah, I do like Lockett more than Sutton. I do. I think him and Geno's connection is actually relatively good, especially in the red zone. And Lockett dropped a couple last year that he doesn't typically drop. So in the rankings, I believe we have them very close. I'll double check. But I do feel like I'm clicking Lockett a little more than Sutton just because of where he goes. You can get him later. Yeah, we have Lockett at pick 100. Which is only 2 picks before ADP now. And we have Sutton at 107. So we have him 10 picks after ADP. Man, where were the big board? He was like 123. No worry on JSN coming on. No, I'm cool with it. Even just with the 3 wide receiver sets they run. They ran a shit ton of 3 wide receiver sets. Like, I'll pull up the snap counts. Thing is, like, let me see. JSN was out there like a lot too. He was out there a lot. 6 picks away. Let me see. This is Fantasy Pros. I hate this. Give me football, guys. Yes, please. Okay. Let's pull this up. Let's bring up Seattle. Sorry for the blinding white screen. Yeah, you're seeing a ton of 3 wide receiver sets. Like 69%, 75%, 92%. You're seeing a shit ton of 3 wide receiver sets here. So I don't care. Whoever's your guy. If you think JSN's going to make that jump this year, then hop on JSN. It's just their offense. They're going to be playing from behind. in my opinion. When you're playing from behind, you got to pass the ball, which then equals more 3 wide receiver sets. It's never JSN. Thad is notorious for only using caps. He's Mr. like all caps. Yeah, Davis goes Goff with JMO. It's smart. Does he have anyone at Atlanta? Damn, this boy's just like, give me all the fucking rookies. But I can't trust him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't trust him to not take Kirk Cousins naked. Okay, he goes Jerome Ford. I think we're going Zeke here. I think we're going Zeke. Is there a chance that Zeke is a value based on ADP? I think so. Is it a sexy pick? Absolutely not. I hate that pick. All my boys hate that pick. All my boys hate that pick. But can he be a good value? Yeah, he can be. He can be. Attack the olds. 100%. It's play it as a cash game. That's like the best way. It's the best way to think about it. Is play it as a cash game. And we used to be strict cash game back in the BBM2 days. And I shared this on Meg's stream on Fanspeak. Back in the BBM2 days, I was strictly cash game my first year on Underdog. 500 drafts, 40%, 44% ROI. And I mixed in a few tournaments, nothing crazy, like 15, 17 tournaments, like basically nothing. Next year, after proving a process, then going to tournament play and having around, I must have did around 125 tournament drafts, and we advanced 34, 35%. And then my advance rates from week 15 to 16 were higher than 35%. It was insane. It was insane, but we caught that Christian Watson wave, and we ended up with 5 finals in the BBM3 era, not in BBM, in other contests, and we had some top 10 finishes that year. And then last year, like drafting more, but having less teams in the finals just because of the players that get hot in the finals. And it's wild. There's nothing worse than like a player you're high on, player you're overexposed to, having a big week 17 game and just like, he's not on your team. Like he's not on that certain lineup that makes it. But I can't complain. Like we came in 4th place in the Dalmatian last year. Judy, Quentin Johnson, Lloyd, Kendre, Wicks, all off the board. Cole Komet at 142. Dude, Metal, you have to click the yellow pieces. You need yellow pieces. He says, hit that like. Hit the like, but Metal, hit the receivers. You need more receivers. Oh, God. Yeah, this is going to be tough, too, to bring in Rodgers. Double bye week 12. We can do it. We can do it. Obviously, you're hoping that the QB3 just fills in for 15 to 23 points on week 12. Okay. Did he do it? He's going to do it. He's got to do it. All right. He goes Leggett at 147. Cool. I'm actually okay with that. I'll probably have Mooney ahead of Leggett. But yeah, the rookies just take a small fall. But in this range, I think Leggett is actually worth the risk. Mooney, you know he's going to be the 3rd favorite target, and that's just from like receiving options. Like there's still Bijan. Bijan's going to take 20%. So the rookies, you do have to give them a slight bump, and you're seeing it here. Like that's why this contest, this is why I don't play on drafters, because it's just going to turn you into an old man. Give us Aaron. God damn. All right, didn't want to have to do it. We're doing it, though. We're going to Deshaun Watson here. We get sniped. Did he have the Jets? Yeah, he had him Williams. That's fine. We get double snipe with Goff and Rodgers. It's just how it laid out. I'm okay with going Watson naked. Ray Davis, Thielen. Let's see. Let's make responsible decisions now. Let's make some responsible decisions. It's fuck. Like, why? Why has he got to be bye week 14? Let's go Algier here. We're done at running back. We're done at running back. Damn, over Baker. Yeah. Yeah. I know we have Godwin, but there's a chance that Godwin still hits and Deshaun Watson still does better than Baker. And maybe we bring in a late Elijah Moore, and maybe that's a good piece for the ADP. I doubt it, but he still now becomes a must target for us at the end of the draft in the 18th round. It's okay. I honestly deserve it. We did something so dirty. In Meg's stream, so I deserve it. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're 15 picks away. Again, this shouldn't be surprising. So Algier, if he does get a change of pace roll back, like, great. If Bijan were to go down, I'm gonna want at least some Algier here just for the upside handcuff potential. But yeah, we're done at running back. Anything after this would be too much capital spent. We can still stop at 2 tight ends if we get one player that I'm thinking. Where did Henry go? Henry went at 153. I think that's sharp by Frank. He also brings in Ray Davis. Let's have a peek here. Oh shit. 47 likes. You guys are too kind. Just always caps. It doesn't even have to make sense. Just always caps. But yeah, we're going to be doing a 24-hour live stream if we hit 2K subs before NFL kickoff. We're on pace. We're doing like 10 a day. So keep that pace up, and the 24-hour live stream is going to happen. I don't care if we have to do cash games all day. There's no contest open. We're doing cash games all day. Hit the sub. If you guys are watching on Twitter, hit the link into the YouTube machine, sign in, hit the like, hit the sub. I appreciate it. Helps the algo. The algo is tough, man. It's like trying to win BBM. 300K up top, 150K. I like the layout of this tournament too. The layouts of the prizes this year they're spot on. They're freaking spot on. They've been doing a lot better. One thing to note though, the marathon is 11.1%, where the sprint is under 10% rake. It's crazy. You have like DraftKings. In DraftKings, all their contests are like 14 to 16% rake. It's like, how do you, even as a good drafter, make profit off that? It's freaking insane. We would have stopped at 2 if we got Juwan back. We should still stop at 2. We should try to find someone we like. Dear God, you guys. Dear God. These 3 have been causing me pain. I would love to draft one of these without you guys in there. No offense. I would love to draft one of these without you guys in there. We'd literally be having a field day. Instead, I'm going to be bald by 35. That's how I feel. It's like, we were definitely like, Fant would have been really nice for this team. Frank brings it all the way down to 000s. It's not someone we want. Okay. It's Levis. And I tend to lean Levis here over Geno just because the capital we spent's more. And on top of that, if you want another tiebreaker, the bye week is the same as Watson. So this will give us another bye week, another QB on that bye week 10 option. So let's bring in Levis. We're done with 3 QBs in this one. I would like Wandell here if you want to be friends. We could be friends. Hates me. Hates me. Zay Jones is interesting. Demarcus Robinson are interesting in this spot. We need to touch on wide receiver here. Who has the bigger role? What do we have? Bye week 11 and bye week 6, so that doesn't matter to me. Let's go, Zay Jones. I like Demarcus Robinson, though, in this contest. The comment section's been on fire lately. Damn. If we hit 50 likes, Frank is going to gift a 1-month membership to someone in the live chat. You have to be in the YouTube. You have to be on the YouTube live chat to be gifted the membership. I believe you have to be subscribed to. So yeah, leaning into Laporta at pick 35. You have to draft like you're right. We have to find a second tight end here. We have to find a tight end that outperforms our ADP to pair with Laporta. And that's how you create a super team. That's how you do it. What do you guys want to see in the next draft? Do you guys want to see another marathon? Do you guys want to see a sprint? I'm not running. BBM? Let me know. Let me know. We can do anything you guys want. What's good is the bye week 5's not really a problem at the end of these drafts. King said he wanted the Zay click for the double. Oopsies. You're describing Cole Kmet? That's funny. Dude, I love Cole Kmet's signature celebration where he's just running into the end zone and does like the home run swing. Like, wrong sport, but it's okay. It's okay. It's still fire. I'll do anything but a sprint. I'm game for BBM. Yeah, I think we should stick to marathon or BBM tonight. Do a sprint on a different day. Another marathon sounds good. 3 late tight ends for Green Bean. I'm cool with that. Cool with that. I think we... Damn. Corn dogs, Jackie. Corn dogs. 51 likes. Frankie, corn dogs. Who knows? Someone's got to get the reference. Someone's got the reference in the live stream. Corn dogs, Jackie. Corn dogs. It's the best. We're going to be doing a live stream with Nez on Tuesday, the 4th. We actually have, I think we have 3 guests that week. So trying to get you guys some more entertainment instead of my boring ass. So bring some more guests on. We have some pretty big news dropping next week. Pretty big news. Oh, and here it is. Frank gifted the membership. Who's it going to? Oh, King of QC. Longtime listener gets it. Congrats. Frank, thank you. Thank you for gifting. That's very generous of you, man. That's back-to-back streams for Frank. Rashawn Johnson off the board at 194. Ooh, to pair with Foreman, Corum. I like this team. Little 0 RB. Very heavy at receiver. Curious what the last running back's going to be. I think maybe it needed one more piece at running back instead of the 8 receivers. Berg in the house. I could go for a burger right now. Instead, we're going to do another draft. Tang Bigsby. Oh, shit. We called this weeks ago that this dude's rising to the 16th round, whether you like it or not, whether he rushed for 2.6 yards per carry last year or not, because so did Dearness Johnston. They both did. And he's the only one getting coach speak right now. So in BBM, I'm trying to get my tank shares up. Damn, boys. I like the Hyatt click. Why'd you got to do that to me, Frank? Why'd you have to do that to me, man? 12's a problem, man. But I think we could still do it. 12's a problem. Let's go Rondell here for the correlation. Yeah, I'm not taking Boyd, so that's one pick out of the way. I'm good with Jaceki here. Give us Jaceki. Let's just double check. We're done at QB. We're done at RB. So it's just wide receiver and tight end. And I like the slate and click here too. Just give me all vets. Just F it. Although, like, we might have a sleeper late. We'll probably get sniped on him, but we could be targeting Elijah Moore late too. Let's bring in Jaceki. We'll just stop with Jaceki and Laporta. We'll say, hey, Jaceki actually becomes a pretty good value. Like, who cares about the rookie in the offense? Maybe. Yeah, not a single rookie on this team. I think we had a chance to take like one. But other than that, I think a lot of the rookies actually went off before ADP. We wanted Burton. Burton didn't fall to us. We're not taking him at 134. It's like we didn't have a chance to grab Burton. AD, we could have grabbed at 134, but we needed, because of the Nick Chubb pick, I think we needed this Zeke click to really shore up the RBs through 5 rounds. We probably could have stopped here too. We could have probably leaned into this narrative that Nick Chubb is playing, by week 2, 3, 4, and that would have been fine with this capital and spent this pick somewhere else. Who are we getting at 158 at receiver? And this is where you learn. Like, you go back and you look at your draft and you say, is there a hole anywhere in my process? And like, looking who's on the board, Thielen, he's not going to do anything for me. Let's go back to that. Let's have a little peek, CA. I'm cool with Algier over Adam Thielen. I think there is a lot more upside in the case that Algier, maybe Bijan gets hurt, and I don't care if you get 6 weeks of that. It doesn't have to happen week 1. Troy Franklin, Mims, yeah, I think I'm okay with Algier here in this spot. If Burton's on the board, we're going Burton. If Mooney's on the board, we're going Mooney, especially because we have Kirk. We get sniped on Rodgers and Goff 1 pick before. But I think we made this one work. J-Dubs with a 3.483. I'm probably leaning into these 2 tight ends. Give me another running back. I just think the opportunity cost is so low for a late running back that has the potential to start if there's an injury to the starter. It's just so low for a 5th running back. But he gets stronger at tight end. Fields is interesting. May is interesting. These are people I'm not going to be drafting in this specific contest. That's why Fields doesn't have an ADP. May, I'll draft, but I only want, if I'm going to lean into uncertainty, it's going to be with like Allen, Hurts, Mahomes, Lamar, plus one of these guys to hit that nuts outcome. If you try to hit it on both players, oh shit. I mean, yeah, I guess if both of them, Drake May's starting by week 3, Fields is playing by week, 4, that's probably pretty good for this team based on what you spent. But definitely a 5th running back. I will say definitely a 5th running back. J-Dubs with the red badge too. Is this new? Try again, Chump at 2.2682. I like this. He does bring in another running back. I think he needed to. The receiver room strong. I'm not overly in love with where Ricky goes in this contest. Yeah, J-Dub says go big, go home. I love that. Andrews and Goddard. I'm cool with this team. Metal. Lean into this, man. Lean into you got Joe Burrow 18 picks after ADP. You do not need a 3rd QB because guess what? If Geno Smith is spiking in, that means you made a mistake with one of these 2, which means you're probably not going to finish very high anyways. I get it. You got another fall. This is interesting. Like this is strong. I'm curious what the receivers look like. Yeah, not enough invested at receiver. Tried telling you, click that receivers. Get rid of, you can stop here. You have 3 running backs by pick 70, stopping at 5, 90-something% of the time. You get Jaleel McLaughlin, like that's another relatively early investment based on where your other 4 are. You can stop here. These 2 at receivers, you need more. Like you have to start 3 every week. You didn't get your wide receiver 2 till Jordan Addison. So I like stopping here with Kincaid and Kmet. I think that's smart. I think you can literally shave 3 players off this team to make it stronger. 1 QB and 2 running backs and make this a 9 receiver team. You went basically hero wide receiver build, so you need volume to catch up. And then if you like Dameon Pierce, if you like Elijah Mitchell, then don't go one of these earlier running backs. If you know you're going to want one of these guys later, select a receiver. But I think you can learn a lot from that draft, to be honest. King of QC, Stroud, Murray, and Carr. It's strong. It's wicked strong. Moss, Javonte, Edwards, Miller, Gibbs. I love this like 0 RB squad. I'm not convinced that you needed Derek Carr here, but let's have a peek. Amon-Ra, Nico, DJ Moore, Hopkins, Curtis Samuel, Polk, and Slayton, McBride, and Juwan Johnson. It's strong. I like it. It's very balanced. It's a lot of investment at QB here. 2 QBs within pick 68. I'm probably not bringing in a 3rd QB. You have a mini basically with a tight end. I don't think that's important enough to bring in. Yeah, you have Miller too, but I would rather a 2-7-7-2 here. I'd rather another running back. Like look where you spent at QB. Like you don't need another one. One more running back based on like the ADPs alone. So nice draft though. Besides that one pick, I like the rest of the team. Green Beans in the live stream, Prescott and Daniels. I love that combo. Bijan, Pacheco, Mixon, Lloyd, Eric Gray. Yeah, that's beautiful. Debo, Pittman, Reed, Palmer, Dotson, Mooney, DJ Chark. Ferguson, Benson. I'm not going to love 4 tight end builds. I don't know how I feel about it. Because, I mean, you go Ferguson, right? So we have 3 receivers by Reed, which is fine. 4th is Palmer. I'm okay with that. Dotson, Mooney. Just give me one more. I'm okay with probably just going these 3 and just leaning into these 3 without Ferguson. You know, another really, really good draft. I love the capital spent at running back, at QB. Just think 1 less tight end, 1 more receiver. Double titties. Purdy and Herbert. Nice. Etienne, Harris, Swift, Dowdle, Hubbard, and Tracy. I'm good with that. Jefferson, Ayuk, Metcalf, McLaurin, Dobbs, Quinn Johnson. Yeah, this is beautiful. Pitts and Musgrave. Really, really well balanced by double there. BIG, Caleb, Bryce Young, and Russ. That's fun. And this is kind of surprising that Russ doesn't have an ADP. Let me know in the chat. I mean, if you're watching this afterwards, let me know in the comments. What % does Russ have to start and finish the season? Injuries aside, like no injuries. What are the chances that he starts and finishes the season? Breece Hall, Jones, Brooks, Brian Ramsey. I love this. This is sick. A little modified hero. Aaron Jones, 8-pick slide. Olave, Cup, Pickens, Allen. Nice catch up at receiver here. Downs, Judy, Burton, Thielen. I like this receiver room. The Thielen makes me like turn my head a little bit every time, but 10%, 0, that's not realistic. 82% chance to start and finish the season. That's high. I'm a Russ believer. 70%. So it is interesting because I would say it's probably 40%, 45%. I think it's just under half, which is still high. Missy saying 33%. I think you could tell a story 7%. You could tell a story where like, and this is where Fields, I think, becomes more attractive in contests like BBM because you're attacking week 15, 16, 17. You're hoping that he has a role then. Um, I do think it's higher than people think. But damn, some of you guys saying higher than what I thought. So maybe I'm in the wrong. That's wild. King of Kings in the 9 spot, and we're gonna be doing another draft after this one. Lamar, Staffy, I like that pairing. White, Connor, Spears, Charbonnet, Ray Davis, and Dobbins. I'm good with that. Puka, Devontae, Zay Flowers, Hollywood, Keon Coleman, Robinson, Hyatt, and Perry, and Njoku and Henry. I would rather lean into these 2 tight ends and say both of them finish in the top 6. They both exceed ADP. That's where you get the value. That's where you have a team that, if you have the other pieces in place, that's where you can get a really nice outcome. Davis with a 3.483. Taylor White, and again, I think the opportunity cost of an extra running back at the end, the upside of it's too high to sort of ignore in this. Goff, Rodgers, and Jones. I love the QBs. Brown, Neighbors, Tank, Worthy, Odunze, J-Mo, Mike Williams, and AD. Maybe a couple too many rookies. I think he said that in the chat too. And I'm good with the capital spent at tight end as well. So where do we shave a spot? Is it AD? You have seven receivers by Mike Williams, but the problem is you have 3 rookies. So you bring in another receiver. I sort of understand that. But that means probably leaning into these 2. Bringing in another running back. I just find it really tough to hit the nuts with 4 running backs in this format. Week after week after week, starting 2 of them through the bye weeks. I get it. 3-6-7-2 for us. Kirk, Deshaun Watson, Levis, Henry, Stevenson, Chubb, Brown, Elliott, Algier, Wilson, London, Ridley, Godwin, Lockett, Zay Jones, Rondell Moore. I think it's relatively balanced. Again, tougher room. Pick 11 and Pounders in this one, just causing us pain. But really fun draft. All right, you guys absolutely crushed the like goal. We're gonna jump into whatever gets 3 votes first. Don't say the Mastiff. You can't say the Mastiff. The Mastiff's out. And the big dog's out. Wow, man, we gotta be specific with you guys. I know you guys are already scheming. Let me know what you guys want to see. Whatever gets 3 votes first. Marathon. Ooh, BBM. 2 for Marathon. Damn, it's a marathon. It is a marathon. Oh my God. Everyone is going to be in this draft. Terry, want to see weekly winners? BBM. Oh, all right. What do we set the next like goal at? We're at 60. Oh my! Give us something high. One or two. Are we even in the room? Like, are we even in the room? Yeah, we are. We're in the room. We're at pick 12. Is this room Kite? Is Kite in the live stream, or is Kite just joined? He just joined one because the last one ended. Shout out to Meg in the 2-hole. She has been getting some crazy draft positions tonight. First draft with y'all, Papa. Were you? Oh, pretty obvious name. Literally the same exact name as the YouTube. By the way, that's the way to go. We're going to be doing a 3rd draft, so don't go anywhere. I have a feeling, at least, we're going to be doing a 3rd draft. We're going to see what we set the bribe at. That's basically what it is. The bribe to keep me awake and drink beers, which is always fun. CMC off at 1. I think there's a few people in here that aren't with us, but shout out to Meg, double TDs, McCaffrey, M Fraley. I don't know if is a pounder. Might have just snuck in here. Can't be trusted at this point, though. Could be in the shadows in the comments. Frank in 7, Papa at 8, David Berg at 9, J Dubs at 10, Big V at 11, us in the 12 hole. Us in the 12 hole. And you collector in the live stream. What's up, buddy? We see a Monrago at 7. Okay. I wonder what you guys think about this too. Would you rather select Breece Hall or Amon-Ra, right? And I guess the argument is when you get pick 6, you're looking at, okay, Breece Hall, he has to outfinish, McCaffrey's the only one going above him, where Amon-Ra has 4 receivers going above him. Obviously, people behind them can pass them as well. But I wonder if that has something to do with it. Oh, man. What's this 12 spot going to look like? Gibbs is going to have the craziest. Yeah, I tried selling it too late. I really got to work on that. What if we do something different that no one's really going to do? Let's do something different. Let's go Debo and Drake London. And what if we start this off on the right foot? What percent of teams are going to do that? It's going to be under 1% owned. That's one way to leverage a field too, is making concentrated bets. Like Debo's not falling to 36. James wanted to see Gibbs and Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't mind Gibbs as a year 2 guy in this contest, but at pick 12 in a draft with 10 other pounders, I need to double tap receiver. Otherwise, I'm going to be drowning for the rest of the draft. I'm going to hate myself. Meet in the house. I'd rather start out on the left foot. Nice. Dad joke. Dudes, we're at 1,429 subs. We're 1 away from 1,430. God damn. Gibbs off at 16 with Puka. And Gibbs probably gets a little too much hate, but he does have the thorn in his side of David Montgomery. So I'd probably actually rather my shares of Gibbs in a playoff format. Meg's in here with us. So this is fun 2 drafts with you tonight. I'm getting the triple crown of underdogs. Oh yeah, 3 different drafts, 3 different formats. That'll mess with you. I'm playing a little mixed games tonight. Meg's playing some mixed games. JT start. Yeah, that's fun. It won't be as rare as you think, but that's still a killer start. JJ at 5 is fun in general in a contest like this where you need the ultimate upside option, and obviously he can hit it. Hit that thumbs. Yeah, what are we going to set the like goal to for another draft? Because we will do another one. We'll set it to something reasonable. Let's set the next like goal to 82 likes. It's 15 likes away. It's only round 3. Close the poll. Damn, boys. Damn. Can I do another poll? End poll. There it is. New to this stuff, New to this. Josh Allen off at 32. Anything crazy here? Achan at 29, I like. We'll see if he can recover at receiver. Kyron at 33. Big V. Big V. Okay. I like ETN and Tank here. I also like T. Higgins. And the T. Higgins bet is interesting too. If we go receiver, 60 and 61. Do we like the running backs there? Not generally. Let's go Tank. We're going to give the tie to the bye week 14 over T. Higgins sharing a bye week with Drake London. That's literally how we're splitting this. And then I think we're going ETN here. What should we do? Let's go 0 RB. Fuck it. and then he said, live a little bit. And then he said, live a little bit. I like T. Higgins because obviously I want to sort of lean on Joe Burrow too. Where Joe Burrow goes is like perfect for a contest like this. You're like looking for someone that is underpriced, and Joe Burrow is underpriced if he doesn't get re-injured. He went at pick 94 in my last room. Pick 94. And the Chase team passed up on him. He might have went at 95. He went at 95. No, I'm sorry. I was right the first time. Crazy, though. Crazy. Yeah. King of QC says, gotta love the F it picks. That was 100% like, that was 100% just screw it. Let's go T Higgs here. We already have a different combo with London and Samuel. Let's just go full crazy on him. Let's go full crazy on him. I'm sorry. That almost just made me spit up my beer. McCaffrey says, let's see if he can catch up at wide receiver. In quotes. Pat takes all the wide receivers. I'm not drafting against you guys. I know I'm drafting against 149,999 other teams. No. I love all my picks, even 5 guys on bye. Yeah, didn't you? 5 guys by week 6. Yeah, I remember Metal. I remember. Dude, like Cooper's the perfect pick for McCaffrey here. High ceiling, potential QB that goes way too late could be a good value. Like Kite going 1 receiver through 4 rounds. I think he fell behind in the last room too, but I think he's finding himself I think he's sort of finding himself in sharper rooms by accident tonight, unfortunately for him. We're sorry, Kite. We're sorry. But if you haven't already, go down, slap the like on the live stream. We'll be doing another draft number 3 tonight at 82 likes. We're also doing a 24-hour live stream at 2K subs. So if you guys are watching on the Twitter machine, we appreciate you. But hit the link, join the YouTube, hit the sub, and we'll be doing a 24-hour live stream. This is the sprint right now. We're sprinting. We are training for the marathon. Historically, Pat is not a runner. I prefer to be on skates. Christian Watson off the board at 49 to pair with Stroud, DJ Moore, Diggs, and McCaffrey. That's a fun start. Lamb, Waddle, Smith, Pacheco, and Jaden Reed for Meg. Yep. Oh, yeah. And this is part of the reason why we went wide receiver heavy. I sort of know these peeps and how they draft. So now we can catch up at other positions while other teams, especially in the middle, might have to catch up at receiver. Papa, D-Berg, Fraley, McCaffrey. Double TDs, pairs, Mahomes with Kelsey. Really nice. Let's put this over here. It's like my first day streaming. A-Rich off the board at 55er. Hollywood off at 54. Yeah, so they're catching up. Kind of expected. Ridley. So maybe, just maybe, we get a falling. I don't want to watch. What are your thoughts on elite tight ends in the marathon? You really, if you're going 2 tight ends, you have to lean into 2. There's no sense going 3. Fuck. Oh man, these guys went so late. Andrews fell 8 picks. Kincaid fell. We can go Pitts, and I'm cool with this, betting on an entire offense, basically. I do hesitate. So I don't mind Cooks. I don't mind James Cook as much in this contest as I do in others. So like I'm typically Joe Mixon over White and Cook when we don't have, especially when we don't have Josh Allen. I'll probably have to think this out more. 6 picks after is sort of the range that I think I have him in. I would have Mixon over him though. And I'm not selecting a ton of him when I don't have Josh Allen in tournament play because the amount of balls he catches and just the positive association with Josh Allen spike weeks. But we don't care as much about that if he's consistent, right? If he provides a consistent floor and ends up being just a decent value, it might not be a bad range to enter RB at. Sort of the way I'm looking at it. We didn't have a ton of other options. If we go Mixon's fine too. Betting on Houston's offense is fine. Damn, Too Cool Rad been a member for 9 months on the YouTube memberships. Huge shout out. Huge shout out. He drops the spoons in the chat for the celebratory 9 months. Crazy. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. Score the fewest points amongst the skill position players. Now, if you can find a tight end in the middle round that outperforms the early tight ends, awesome. If you can find a late tight end that outperforms the middle and early tight ends like Laporta last year, like you probably needed Laporta last year. You probably needed Laporta to be relatively close. Njoku was another one who ended up being a good value. I like some of these middle round tight ends. And again, it's accumulative. Weeks 1 to 17. You don't care if Kittle drops a 0 if the next week he scores 33. It's going to average out. But you do want to, you basically just want to see who's the best value based on ADP. I will stop at 2 tight ends with Pitts because we're leaning into him potentially being the tight end 1. When I draft a tight end within the first 6, 7 of them going, even if you want to say Ingram, might be a stretch. Top 7 tight ends. You're leaning into them potentially finishing as tight end 1. So I think adding a 3rd tight end in a relatively flat scoring position, even QB is relatively flat too, but give me Pitts and then someone that outperforms ADP. That's what you're looking for in a contest like this. You're drafting like you're right. You have to lean into drafting like you're right. Montgomery off at 71. Safe floor. I like Montgomery a lot more in these contests than I do BBM because I think come playoff time, like it's going to be the Gibbs show. But in this contest, you don't care. Weeks 1 to 17 are just as important, so should have a big role throughout the whole year. K-Walk off the board at 73. I don't know if I'm going David Montgomery over K-Walk. That's spicy. Kittle off the board at 72. This team literally just has a huge giant spoon out right now. That's back to back. Like, that's nice. And I'd be ecstatic with that. Joe Burrow, Mahomes. Started 3 receivers. Same thing though. Like when I go a top probably 8, top 10 QB, definitely top 5. Definitely top 5, top 6. I want to stop at 2 QBs. I want to lean into hitting a good value on the second QB, the first QB paying off their ADP because you invested a good amount on them. Definitely stopping at 2 here. He's got the correlation with Chase. Aaron Jones, first running back. I like this draft style, but maybe a little expensive for the second QB. Just based on the other players going around here. Billy, welcome to the live stream, man. If you guys didn't catch the stream with Billy, it was one of the more fun streams I've had this offseason. In the marathon, you are going to need closer to the nut team than the traditional tournaments. Yeah. What's the spoon mean? It's a Pounders thing, just scooping. Typically just scooping the value. Just scooping. Oh, Jesus. I mean, I'm not a big Kamara guy, but you give me Kamara at pick 84 on a 1 RB team, and I'll do whatever you want. And we get Purdy to come back to us. I mean, we're not selecting him here. He's 1 pick off ADP, so that would be really nice for us if he does come back. We'll obviously have to test that. I think we just double tap RB in this range. I am not a Zamir White guy. Ugh, look what I did. It's okay. I had to go Kamara here. We'll bring in Najee at bye week 9. We'll get a little different here. The bye week 12s, man, they'll sneak up on you. They'll sneak up on you fast. Yeah, the bye weeks in this pick range is god awful. Najee Brooks is who I was looking at here. Swift is okay, but I do like drafting the backups in Chicago's offense, just based on where they're going. I think there's a better chance that one of those guys way outperforms ADP than Swift does. So at least it keeps those guys open. So I have to go in 4 wide receivers. We catch up a tight end. We go 3 running backs. And we're off to the races here. We'll see if Purdy comes back to us. It's 1 pick off ADP. That would be ideal. Obviously, Kirk Cousins is going to be an option for us on the way back around at pick 132, 133. And correlation isn't as important, but when you have pocket passing QBs, you're gonna want to correlate them, in my opinion. Rushing QBs, I couldn't care less. Like, I don't need Terry to go with Jaden Daniels. And Debo's interesting too, because he can get there from a rushing standpoint too, which makes him also interesting in BBM style contests, because in a way he leverages off of CMC spike weeks on the weeks that he steals a rushing touchdown. We saw that a lot in Battle Royales last year. Ready for another draft, Young. I have to grab another beer. I'm definitely gonna have to grab another beer. What are we at for likes? I know you guys are gonna hit it. I'm not even worried. Yeah, we're 9 likes away. There's so much time left. So much time left. Sutton off at 87. Zamir White, Warren, Moss, Rashee Rice at 91. Curtis Samuel, Tony Pollard, James Conner. The 3 spot caught up a little bit at receiver here. Was getting buried for a while. Meg brings in Dak. Oh, really nice. Really nice. The Wadester. Don't think he's in the live stream. He's got his correlation here with Diggs and Stroud, DJ Moore, and Caleb. I like this team. He has to bring in another receiver here, though. He has 3 receivers. This is a Tyler Lockett click all day. All day long. Goes Mike Willie. I'm good with that, too. There's a range of outcomes where Mike Williams plays 14 games this year. Meg double taps. This is double tap at QB. Brings in Dak and Love. Correlating. Really nice. Dobbs, Mostert off. Tyler Lockett off the board at 101. McCaffrey is literally celebrating right now. Good for you, dude. Honestly, that helps. That helps a lot. Look at this. Receiver, RB, so double anchor, like double elite RB. Pisson, Cooper, Allen, McConkey, Watson, Samuel, Lockett. Think we're going to see potentially a 3 late QB, 3 late tight end team from McCaffrey. Come on, boys. Come on. We're almost there. We're almost there. Benson off the board. Good. Good. Please. Yes, please. I won't do 3 now. It's my only BBM strat. Yeah. No, you're good with 2 there, in my opinion. Yeah. No, I don't mind Mike Williams over Lockett. I think when you're looking at like a nuts outcome, fuck. I did want Njoku there. Stop at 2 tight ends with Pitts and Njoku. That'd been sick. I'm okay with bringing. Oh God, another bye week 12. We could bring in Myers here too. It's definitely Purdy. We're not going tight end. Njoku probably would have been a trap, to be honest. Njoku probably would have been a trap. So let's bring in Purdy. And then I think it's got to be Myers. If you take the contest into consideration, Myers should be closer to Shaheed. And then when you take into consideration the bye weeks, 3 bye week, we already have 2 bye week 12s. I think it's a pretty easy decision. I don't know how many people would make that decision, but I think it's pretty easy. Look at the RBs in this range. I think you can eat at RB in this range, like Singletary, Brian Robinson. We have Singletary ranked. Oh my God. Let me pull it up. We've had him ranked in the same spot since BBM opened. It's 97. Like we still have him 13 picks ahead here, and he started at 128. So if you guys were scooping the Singletary, he's at 108. I know you guys have been scooping that CLV on him, so I'm glad that hit pretty good. And I think he's only going to rise more. I think he still has room to go. It's crazy. Not the sexiest of offenses, but now you're sort of getting news that we're going to see probably Daniel Jones behind center pretty clearly now, which in a contest like this, he goes too late. The upside's too high for a rushing QB to go that late, even if we saw him absolutely suck last year. So we have a 1-3-5-1, very balanced. Makes a lot of sense. We don't want to bring in. The thing with this is like the RB2s here don't want to bring in Miller, don't want to bring in Ray Davis. We're looking for situations where these starting running backs stay healthy and they keep the starting jobs. They keep their role in the red zone, all that. You're really leaning into being right with these picks. Yeah. B-Rob and Singletary in that range. It definitely feels safer than a lot of other picks there. If we're taking Blake Corum at 118, I mean, I'm okay with that, but Kyron still has to fall. Kyron went at 33 here. We have him ranked at 41. It's interesting. It's interesting that he hasn't fallen faster than he has. But it's a long draft season. Austin Eckler, AD, Josh Downs, Gus Edwards, like get off at 123. See what McCaffrey does here. Pretty good tight end selection. Pretty good QB selection. He goes Judy. Straight piss, man. He's straight pissing. Dotson off the board. Jeez, maybe I just unselect Kirk. Like maybe, like screw that. I'm not going Kirk with these guys on the board. What's up, Hoos? Welcome to the live stream, man. We'll be doing another draft after this one, I think. We're 7 likes away from doing another draft. Damn, dude. T-Law off the board, which who cares? Chase Brown off the board. That one hurts me more than the others. You go Zeke. I think it's a good click. I think that's a good click. Do we like anyone in this range? We probably have to go Kirk over Tua, which sounds weird. But we have the double stack. We're leaning so heavy into this offense. It doesn't mean he's better than Tua, but maybe Tua gets hurt. Like, it could be anything. And then maybe Zach Sharps. I don't mind Charbonnet here. Bring in a bye week 10 guy. Again, we're just staying balanced at all positions. We got Purdy, Cousins. We can bring in a third QB. Bring in the mustache man. Nah, I'd rather. I'll probably bring in someone else. 1,431 subbies. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. We'll be doing that 24-hour live stream at 2K subs. If you guys aren't already subbed, hit the button. It's free. Dude, Ford rising back up, huh? Because he went into the 140s. Now people... It's funny. It's almost June, right? Where, at least in Mass, we are 45 minutes away from June 1st. You start to second guess your own takes that you've had all off season since Super Bowl. You've been drafting the big board. And you're just like, oh, maybe Nick Chubb's still hurt. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard a lot about him. So like, maybe I'll just, maybe Ford's the guy. It's just funny. Like, you don't get a lot of news, but you'll get these ADP shifts. And I think maybe some of it has to do with the drafters that are playing during what season. A lot of people are returning right now. Schultz and Pat Fry. Schultz goes off at 138. That's sick. Tua at 140. And this could just be a really good value. Tua at 140. I was thinking about taking him naked. So he does have a little mini with Achane as well. And he doesn't have a tight end. So like Johnny becomes a target for him. So I think that's smart. Billy's a masshole. Of course. Of course. Yeah, we're out here in Central Mass. Where are you at, Billy? Where are you at? Maybe that beer is coming your way faster than you thought. Bindies. We're joining Bindies, I think next Wednesday on stream. And then he's gonna join our channel on Thursday. And he's actually buying this mic from me. We're sending it to him as soon as I learn how to set up the other one. Oh shit. Marshawn Lloyd off the board. He wasn't gonna fall back to us. It would have been a dream though. What a range. You're just sitting here. Now you're looking at Hawkinson at 151. You're like, is this far enough for someone that may not play 6 weeks? Essex County? Cool, bro. Cool. Burton at 151. God damn. Nice pick. Nice pick. Yeah. This is... I don't care if you didn't have a Tua stack. Like, this is strong. All right, we'll show the beer. We'll show the beer. These are starting to hit, man. This is number 3 because we joined Meg's stream before this one. This is called the 7. Ooh. The 7. from 7 Saws. Double IPA, 6 6.9. 6.9. Can't make this stuff up. Dear God, do not snipe me, please. Okay. I think we put off receiver here. Like we've gone too deep. And Tony, do we just do the New England connection here? I'm like staring at Deshaun Watson for some reason too. I'm staring at Deshaun Watson. We need running back here. I know that's for certain. We need an RB here. I like both of these guys. I really do think Watson is just a great piece. But the thing is, like, we don't have stacks with Levis. I don't feel like bringing in like Boyd. Legette's gone. Let's go Henry. This, honestly, that is for the slight chance that he goes back to McCaffrey. You're welcome. You are welcome, sir. Oh my God. 100%. 100%. 6'9", nice. 100%. I don't know how we would do that, but we're going to do it. It's crazy. It's crazy. That'd be so cool. You think my team is screwed with Evans, DJ Moore, Allen, Godwin, Wandale, Slayton, Palmer with Bucks and Giants week 11. Evans, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Godwin. You have a good amount of floor there. You have a good amount of spike weeks. Wandale, Slayton. You need one more piece. Oh, Palmer. Palmer 2 is another. It's weird that you put it in that order. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm cool with 7 receivers there, depending on how you look at other positions. I think you're fine. You have a good amount of floor. Keenan Allen, Godwin, and Palmer. Evans, DJ Moore. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, depending on who you have at QB and tight end, I'm assuming like you have extra capital somewhere else. So seems fine. Yeah. 7 saws. Irving off the board, so we are glad we went running back because he would have been our backup option for later ADP RBs at 175. Yeah, Treehouse is if you guys look up Treehouse, right? And we're lucky like to live in Massachusetts and have like it's a top brewery in the world. You look at the top 50 beers in the United States, and Treehouse has like 11 of them. 11 of them. There's a black market. I think it's like a gray market. Like you can buy them and resell them for more to ship them out to people that don't live close. It's crazy. That being said, when you live this close and you have all of them, they start to all taste the same. We haven't touched it wide receiver in a while, which makes sense, but it's almost that time. Wandale went off early, huh? I wanted to backstack Wandale. So, holy fuck. Dude, McCaffrey, bro, what happened? You're just leaning into these 2 QBs. I think that's fine. Deshaun Watson went off the board at 176. Come on. What are we doing? That's his QB2 with Josh Allen. I'll trade teams with you right now. I'll give you $8. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Really nice construction from Papa there. Gross. Ah, that feels bad to even like cue DeMarcus Robinson in this situation. Um, I'm okay with bringing in Zay Jones here. Do we absolutely need another running back? I don't think so. I think we can lean into this group. Don't have to, but I think we can. We could lean into this. We could lean into this. I don't want to. Like, go get your guys season? I don't know. Like, just go get your guys season. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're bringing in Daniel Jones here. If he plays the whole season, he's going to be worth it. Like, guaranteed. We're going to stop at RB. So who cares? I don't need to go DeMarcus Robinson here. I don't need another tight end. Just go get your guys. Beautiful stream of piss. Dude, that's what's going to be happening after this draft because I'm going to need to grab another beer. We are at 78 likes. We are 4 likes away from doing another draft. Now it's getting close. We had a ton of time to get 15 likes. Now it's getting close. Now it's crunch time. We're 4 likes away and we're going to do another draft. Noah Fan at 185. Oh my God. Papa is crushing this draft. Crushing. Deshaun Watson 176. Please. This will be interesting to lean into this group. And I think we can. We got value on Cook. We got value on Kamara. We get everyone else pretty close to ADP, but who cares? We don't necessarily need 8 wide receivers, though. With 4 receivers to start, then Myers and Jones, we don't necessarily need back-to-back receivers. We're just going to go whoever we think is going to add points to our team. Sounds simple, right? That's the name of the game. Keep it simple, stupid. I hit the like 4 times, Albug said. I don't know if that counts. I don't know if that counts. 81. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're hitting it. The real question is, are we going to get a 4th draft in tonight? Because if we get a 4th draft in, we'll be in rare form. Fuck. Just fuck. Wanted Hyatt. That was the plan. He goes at 193. Yes, I should know that Hyatt's not coming back to me in this room. But I'm not going Hyatt over Zay Jones. So just had to risk it. In this contest, like this is back-to-back drafts that I have not selected a rookie. It's not on purpose. I've just been I haven't been in good situations to select a rookie, in my opinion. Like Javon Baker goes off right before. Just weird spots. A.T. Perry off the board. Now maybe we double tap receiver. Who's there for RBs? Interesting. Okay. I kind of want to do a BBM, boys. I don't know about you. Kind of want to do a BBM. Fuck, look at this, man. Levis falls 20 picks. All right, we made the wrong decision. But who are we going to draft here? DeMarcus Robinson instead? Like, it's fine. But It's tough being in the 12 spot, not knowing how the room is going to react on the way back around. Elijah Moore off the board. Okay. I kind of want to lean into this Atlanta thing. I think we stop here, though. Five receivers by Myers is strong. Zay Jones. We don't have to. The thing is, RBs here just seem like Clyde. I'm sorry. I'm going to highlight some guys. Like, who are we going to get a receiver? A.T. Perry's gone. Like, we can go Slayton, I guess. We can go Slayton. Slayton makes sense. Yeah, Downs said Slayton. Slayton makes sense. Let's bring him in. Let's lean into this group of running backs. I'm good with being the weakest at RB. It doesn't always feel good being weak at receiver, that's for sure. So, yeah, Meat says Slayton feels right. Yeah, that made the most sense in my opinion. Good shout from Downs. I saw it afterwards, but yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, this exactly. We have to catch the Friday night drinkers, the minus EV folks drinking beers like idiots, like, and then drafting, like, so stupid, so dumb. Go full bindles and rip some shades. Goddamn. Yeah, Metal's gonna try to get in this next one for payback. I was gonna take Slay. Yeah. Well, we had Jones, and when Hyatt went, I just didn't really expect Slayton to still be there too. But yeah, to get at least one piece feels pretty decent. Betting on that offense. I like the tight ends. When you bet on one of those first 5-6 tight ends where you're drafting them, like, you should be drafting them as if they're gonna finish like in the top 2, top 3. Should be drafting them like they're gonna finish tight end 1. And then your second one ends up, way above ADP. I think that's where you can find good advantages. We add a little bit of rushing ceiling here. And not for a big cost. 3 QBs make sense here. Purdy and Kirk. Has anyone ever won a contest with just Purdy and Kirk? Probably. Purdy was a crazy value last year. All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give away a YouTube membership right when I get back. That is me bribing you to not leave because I have to grab a beer. If I have 3 more subs when I get back, I'll give away 2 memberships. All right, moment of truth. Moment of truth. No biggie. Moment of truth. 1. We're giving away 1. All right. Good luck. I think you have to be subscribed in order to win the YouTube membership. If you guys are watching on Twitter, quickly jump on the YouTubes. And here we go. We are gifting a membership to someone in the live stream in 10. Oh, want to what? It might take longer. I want to say that credit card, there's some fraud charge on there. I'm going to have to add a different credit card. Oh, shit. Imagine. All right, let's see if it goes through. I don't think it's going to. If anything, PayPal, don't fail us now. Oh shit, there it is. Here it is. Meatwad, let's go. He's been watching for a while tonight. Appreciate you, man. Let me know what your name is on the Discord so I can add you to the basically the Stream Sniper channel. I let you know when I'm jumping into a draft. It's usually just the first one of the night that I do that. Appreciate you guys. All right. Let's do it. BBM +7. Fuck. I tried to sneak in here without you guys. You saw that. That was a little sneaky. It was a little sneaky. It's a little sneaky. That's it. There's no way. There's no way we're at pick 12 again. There's a 50% chance we're at pick 12 again. There is a 100% chance we are at pick 12 again. Get punished. Get absolutely punished. All right, let's pull up something crazy now. Let's do this. Let's go to Underdog. We're going to blow minds real quick. Email CSV. Yes, please. Go to the email, download it. All right. CMC off the board at 1. King of Kings gets the 1 hole. Double TDs at 3. McCaffrey at 6. Okay, so there's some non-pounders in here. A lot of badgeless. And then you have pounders, basically. You have badgeless and pounders. This could be okay. We can all eat, but only 2 of us can advance. So I'm sorry, there's only one more spot. There's only one more spot available. But all right, you guys are slamming the sub button. I can't even keep up. A couple more, and I'm just gonna gift another membership for fun. A couple more, I'm just gonna gift another membership for fun. Underdog. We're doing something here. We're working behind the scenes on something here. I'm sorry, I gotta bring up the hacks. Yep, allow the location. I would have loved Garrett Wilson there. What about Gibbs? And let's just do this because this is fun. You're supposed to have fun on stream, and this is fun because I think you're going to see a lot more Gibbs and Ayuk. Let's live a little bit here. You get the week 17 correlation. You see people pulling Ayuk to the 12. Not as much anymore, but it's definitely an interesting start. Let's see if we can recover from this. I'm typically slamming London there, but I have so much London. Just keep picking from the back end. It's whatever. Where are we at? Okay. Underdog. Results. Live. Test. Okay. Hold one. Hold one. I'm going to turn off week 15. Do this. Then refresh. Okay. We're live. We are officially live. Do stop screen. Hold one. You'll see something in a sec. Okay. We had to bring up the hacks. We had to bring up the hacks here. So you see that San Fran correlation. You may also be seeing a little spreads on the week 16 and 17 matchup. A little spicy spice there. Be releasing a website in a few days now. Releasing some really fun best ball tools. I'm really excited to bring it to you guys. So thanks for watching. I mean, we're like a few hours in. Appreciate you guys being here with me. Achan and Diggs to pair a CMC. He goes, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, well, you know, you got to freshen it up a little bit. You know, we also have obviously we have the dome games that are pretty clearly marked, but I don't like a lot of distractions on the screen. Shout out to my partner Josh. He's just an absolute amazing coder, and no one works harder than him. Like literally, no one works harder than him. Yeah, it's literally all the credit to my dude Josh. He's an insane coder, and we have some really fun stuff coming out. Kyron falls to 28 here. I would still like to see him drop. It always seems like there's someone that's like on the Badgers end drafting him. I'm guilty of picking him, I think, at 32, which is before my rankings. But let me even see. Jets and Arizona is not terrible matchups. You guys get a little sneak peek at the the exposures too on this one, which you deserve now. You deserve. You see a little fade on Kelsey. We're 18 drafts into BBM too, so a lot of these 80 like the exposures can change so quick. I want Tank. Oh, I also like want to do this, but we're not going. I like Tank here. I also like T. Higgs. But we could get Tank and Lamar for week 17. And that seems fun too. But going Lamar over Josh Allen on the board feels bad for some reason. I'm at 32% T. Higgs, which is only 6 teams. I got to defend myself here. It's only 6 teams. I mean, this team's already so different. Like this team's okay. So now when we bring in a QB, you can see the box, and it's going to highlight any other pieces in that offense as well as underline the correlation, so you can just quickly see where these pieces are. Travis Kelce goes off next at 38. Jalen Hurts off at 39. T. Higgs off at 40. All right. We finally stopped. We finally stopped clicking T. Higgs tonight. I know. Just grab Allen. Definitely could have. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Meg. The tool looks awesome. Can't wait to try it. Let's go. Definitely. This is like the nicest way to compliment like your girlfriend or wife. Like, yeah, it looks like that outfit looks great. Looks great. Snakeskin. Wild choice. Wild choice. It's Tuesday. Like, it's Tuesday. Yeah, we'll overcorrelate here to start, and we'll see what comes back to us. Pick 60, 61. We are praying for I'm praying personally for Terry, but I don't mind also going Ridley in this range. Maybe going a rookie like McConkey too. Haven't clicked McConkey in a while since the first few drafts. Same thing with Coleman. Got ahead of that ADP early and then just sort of been fading it. I'll be probably clicking Godwin a little more now that Coleman's past him. So it is interesting your exposures and based on what time you're drafting these players, tells a story too. And it should. It should. Zach says I can't get Pickens at all. He goes at pick 44. I don't know. I don't know. It seems expensive. We know he has a high ceiling. But he does seem expensive. I would like to double tap receiver on the way back around. I just don't know if there's going to be two guys I like there. Baltimore's offense is so funny. You're just scrolling. You're like, where are the other pieces? It's just oh, pick 170. I will say the Bateman rise was high. It was fast. We've been drafting a lot of weekly winners as of late too. Been just mixing in the BBMs. Meg, have a good night. Thanks for joining us, and I had a great time on your show. So thanks for having me. Neil in the house, what's up, my man? I can't. White flag. I can't get Pickens at all either where I want him. Pick 85. I get it. He's not the type of guy that's going to pull, Keenan Allen targets. It's not a lot there. Russ Wilson does have a pretty good deep ball. Let's give the bullish case on him because it's easy to give the bearish. He has a very high single game ceiling. It feels a little Christian Watson-y to me, but minus the injury risk. I like Roman Wilson. I'm a Roman Wilson guy. So I'm a Roman Wilson guy. Probably a Pat Fry guy too. Yeah. And a Pat Fry guy. Yeah, better in Bestball. 100%. I agree. Best deal is a cost is Fryermuth. Yeah, I also agree with that. I don't want to be at 0% Pickens. How much do I have? I have 5%. That's pretty much what I'm comfortable with at this ADP. He does feel expensive. He feels expensive. We got a nice slide on him the other day on stream, though. Fuck. Really? Calvin Ridley over A-Rich? Yeah, probably. You have one receiver. Why? Why do you have... feels bad. Just bring in two rookies here. Slap. Let's bring in two rookies. Screw it. We're gonna need to hit that Palmer range likely, and then maybe Herbert becomes our second QB option to pair with Lamar. Could be fun. We're also going to be looking for a Pittsburgh piece. Maybe Freiermuth or Roman Wilson would be nice for this team. Could be Najee as well. I wouldn't mind that. Don says Worthy in Rome all day. Dude, I don't know. Chicago's busy, man. I do worry about just yes, Rome has the talent. Landing spot matters. Rookie QB versus Justin Herbert, the potential to be wide receiver 1 on this team. Potential. Now, that being said, I'm going to draft depth behind him. I want to bring in Palmer with this team. I think it would be fun to get Herbert There's a lot of late Denver pieces, a lot of late New England pieces, not the highest scoring games on the week 17 slate. But Detroit, San Fran, they have awesome playoff schedules. And if you guys want week 15, like week 15 is just a click away. I'm just not a week 15 guy. The thing that is impressive though, like for the sprint where it counts the whole playoffs, week 15, 16, and 17, strength of schedule matters. Strength of schedule matters. And we have some, I got some ideas for you guys. We got some ideas for each contest on how to make this helpful and useful and gear it towards each and every contest. Alvin goes off at 70. Wow. The piss squad here. Double TD's going 5 years straight. See what Frank does here. Got a little behind at receiver. Testing himself with Trey McBride at 48. Just a small fall, but wanted him here, which is interesting. Christian Kirk goes. He used to be so free. Christian Kirk used to be so free. He goes right before 50. That would have been ideal for him, I feel like. He goes D-Hop and Kyler. Okay. So still not worried at receiver. 96 and 97 isn't a terrible range, but you have to reach up to go get your guys in that range. Like, you have to reach up to go get your guys. We're 3 subs away. I'm going to give away another membership tonight. 3 subs away from 1340. God. Do you remember that? There was a point where I was like, all right, guys, like we had an intervention with my small draft community. We're like, Terry McLaurin cannot go later than this. It's literally not possible. Like, I'm going to have so much Terry. And then he rose 9 picks. It's like, fuck. God damn. But we were clicking a ton of Kirk then. So let me actually pull up. It's so funny. Like, get rid of this thing. Like, get rid of this thing. Like, what is like trying to memorize? Like, go away. Like, no chance. No chance. It's nice. Uh-oh. Fergie off the board at 82. Swift. Bye-bye. Didn't want him. See you later. Don't need him. David Montgomery at 84. Someone that I'm actually at 11%. That's surprising. I don't mind bringing in JMO here too, because we do have a little mini with San Fran and Gibbs. It does make Goff a potential target too, but I don't mind doing this either. I don't love it. It makes me want to bring in another running back. We get Monty at 10 picks after. I'm not typically doing that, but felt like a decent spot. So weird. I'm at 11% Monty, but that's not really. Let me peek my exposures. How many teams is that realistically? It's 2 teams. It's 2 out of 18. So I'll be 3 out of 19. It's only when he falls. So we do get Najee for that little Baltimore piece. We're going to have to double tap receiver here. 108, 109 is fine for receiver. So this is probably going to be a 3 late tight end team. So maybe a 2, 5, 8, 3. Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, we saw this work last year with Mostert, Achane. Obviously, those guys were going later. So you do want to lean into the early capital. I'm not doing this a ton. This is going to be under 1. This is probably like a 1% type lineup. And I feel like it made at least a little bit of sense in this spot with a 10 pick fall on someone that really doesn't fall that often. I'm not even crazy high on DMont. The Waller hype vid. I I forgot, but I should have instantly tagged Nick in that when I saw it. And I will say I thought it was gonna be worse than it was. If anyone saw the Waller music video, I thought it was gonna be worse. That's all. I thought it was gonna be worse. It wasn't. He probably spent a good amount of money on it. That's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, shit. That was funny, though. I got a good laugh out of it. Good laugh. Nice. Okay. So Frank brings in Lockett here. He also brings in James Conner. And what's cool about this overlay, it also shows other people's teams correlation, so I don't have to go through and I can just instantly see what you guys correlated week 16, 17. I can turn on 15 too, but it's just it's too much for me. My brain's too small. Yeah. It's actually pretty flames in the TikTok sound edits. I don't know what TikTok sound edits are, but I believe you. I don't know what that means, but I believe you. Oh shit. One subby away, and we're giving away another membership to someone in the live stream. That's 2 tonight, and then 1 from Frank. You have to be subscribed in the YouTube memberships. It doesn't give it away to someone on Twitter. J-Dubs. Come, J-Dubs. We're going to have to talk about this. Sir. Palmer at 105 is too early. Even for me. I was going him at 108. I'm just mad. I don't want to go Debo here. I like Singletary. But the 4th running back before your 5th receiver also feels bad. I don't mind double tapping here. I don't mind double tapping here. I like I like RB2. 132, 133. I mean, doing this too does bring in a mini with Mike Williams and Shakir. Just what are the chances? What are the chances that Mike Williams is playing week 17? I'm sorry. It just seems like a meme at this point. Yeah, clearly you can see him high on Singletary. Brian Robinson, I have a ton of in other contests. I'll have a lot more. Let's just double tap receiver here with being behind it with some of these rookies. Nez in the live stream, what's up, my brother? We will see you on Tuesday night. Get it ready. I do like bringing in an RB, like my third, but I already have 3. I like getting my third RB in this range between one of these. You could add Corum in there. Not as confident in Corum, but in one of these. We already have 3. Definitely a different playing style here with Gibbs and Monty. But catch up at receiver. Herbert is still an option for us on the way back around, but likely to be stolen by J-Dubs. So we'll have to figure out another QB. We can go Rodgers and we'll have a stack and a bring back. We'd also go Conklin for a little double stack. So we have options here at second QB. I'm not overly worried. We're leaning on Lamar anyways. Dobbs off the board. Shaheed off the board. Nice. McCaffrey starts 4 wide receiver straight, catches up at other positions, brings in Shaheed. Like, that's fun. That's fun. That's so fun. Damn, this is the first time we've had over 200 people on the live stream. We have 120 on the Twitter machine. If you guys all just went to the YouTube, hit the sub. All right, we're giving up another membership. Dude, Nez is outdoing me. Nez is outdoing me. Who won the memberships? Wabi, Metal, Who's, Daniel, Kevin. Nez is the man. Nez up big, bro. Nez up big. Oh shit. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you, man. Damn, if you guys weren't in the YouTube right there, you had a good chance. You had a high chance. But I have to gift one because I said at the 40 would gift one. O'Doyle rules. We need some O'Doyle rules. Nez rules. Wow. Frank going Lockett, Myers, and Cooks. That's fun. That's fun. 3 in a row there to catch up a receiver. Oh shit. J Dubs with another gift. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. All right, let's keep the train going. Let's keep the train going. Memberships gifting. I'll never forget Nez. I went to buy a membership for my own stream, and I ended up accidentally buying a membership to my own stream. Not for it wasn't a gift. I bought a membership to my own stream. Fucking that was I think I was in Florida. There was beers, there was happy hours, like stuff was crazy. All right. One's going in the tank. One's going in the tank. KY Hunter, haven't seen that name. Hiding. KY Hunter hiding in the shadows of the stream wins a membership. James, it's a marathon. Guys, because I'm going to lose track. Let me know. I'm just going to take a screenshot with my phone. Because I have to add these all in the Discord. With the membership, the first level, at least it comes with the emojis. I have to add to them. Give me Chase Brown, please. Give me Chase Brown, please. Oh, J-Dubs passes. J-Dubs passes on Herbert. Ooh, what are we doing here? One sec. What are we doing here? I don't mind this. I mean, sure, we're going to have a double stack in Houston, but who cares? We have a rushing QB who can outscore Stroud, and both of these guys still have good weeks in a dome game. Fuck. like actually, like fuck. Because I want to go RB here too. I have no shares of Schultz. This seems like a good spot. Pick 133. So here we go with the correlation with the second QB. Going to be in little yellow parentheses. You're going to get the yellow correlation to show, boom, player on the team, boom, correlation with the playoff week with the second QB. All right. Yeah. I mean, that's my first share of Schultz, which is interesting. I wouldn't have really known that. See, Ricky, like I've been sort of ignoring him like the plague, and he was one of my higher owned guys in the big board. Stream beer goggles. Yeah, that's what we need right now. All right. Invite. If you guys aren't already in the Discord, link is in the description. The link is in the live chat. Join the Discord. Let me know you want a membership tonight. Just whisper me, at me, and I'll add you to the appropriate channels. You get in the stream sniping channel so you know when I'm jumping into a draft. Yeah, the only thing that's going to change is the QB. They're both going to be the same, QB1 and QB2. This is also going to be parentheses, so it doesn't interfere with this line. It's all going to be ready, and like there's so much more. It's crazy how much more there is. It's all going to be ready next week. We're shooting for a June 5th start date, open day. All right, McCaffrey on the clock. I like the last 2 clicks with Downs and Shaheed. God damn. And then brings in Dowdle. McCaffrey's killing this draft. Drafting from the mid spot a lot tonight, I've noticed. Metal says most honest and fun underdog chat, I believe. Channel. Ah. The beers couldn't get me. I figured it out. I figured it out on YouTube. Appreciate you, man. Like big time. Appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We started with Gibbs. We didn't pick another running back till round 7. We went off following Montgomery to bring in the Detroit backfield. It's not my favorite, but we also bring in Harris. We haven't clicked RB since, so I feel like we have to touch it, and I don't think we're gonna get. It'll be fine. We'll double tap on the way back around, I think, and then this is gonna be a three tight end build. It's gonna stop with 2 QBs. Star says, "Yo, late stream." Yeah, man. Yeah. Happy Friday to everyone officially in mass. Happy Saturday. It's past midnight. We have a kid's birthday party tomorrow. Who said we can't have fun tonight? Jermaine Burton off the board at 145. I think, yeah, like all our drafts have been on the back 11, 12, and 12. It's fine. I don't mind the back. That's going to be taken out of context. It's just, I know you guys. I know you guys. Just don't. Just ignore that. Ignore that part of the stream. Connor, welcome to the live stream, bro. Welcome to the live stream. Roman Wilson's still there for now. It's a week 16 game. I don't overly care about it. Have a couple options here. Yeah, Roman Wilson off the Mike D. Him, Burton, they're going to be big risers in BBM. Seems like Roman Wilson or Freiermuth or both could just be fucking like really good picks this year. Jalen Wright off the board at 150. McCaffrey, let me know, like, is the case on Wright? Are you drafting him for the potential injury to Mostert or Achane? Is that where like the upside lies for him? Or do you think he can actually work a role in where he can get like 8 touches a game without an injury? So I just see him as like a 5, like I'd probably average him at like 5.5 touches a game, maybe even under, pending no injury. There's the Henry click. Okay. Cool. Oh my God. Adam Thielen goes off. Like, thank you. Thank you. I think we double tap here. This feels like a good double tap. This feels like a good double tap. This feels like a good double tap. We'll bring in Algier and Gibson to pair with Gibbs, Montgomery, and Harris. Oh my God. Metal doing the most. $20 tipper. Let's go, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Happy Friday. My God. McCaffrey says, yeah, I think it's largely contingency, but also the odds. H and Mostert both stay healthy all season or what? Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm cool with that. And pick 150. I personally have him behind Algier. I have him ahead of Gibson, but no, I don't. I have him behind Gibson. I have him behind this whole tier. I don't know. I just don't love relying on an injury for someone to get there. You're also super high on Achane, so willing to hedge. I copy. Okay. I copy that. Dude, Achane, I should check my weekly winner shares, but I have Achane at pick 13 in weekly winners. So I'm ending up with a shit ton of Achane right now. And I think that's important. Like maybe you're fading someone in one contest and you don't necessarily want to fade them because that scares you. Well, maybe you like them better in a separate contest. I think that's important to look at every now and then. Yes, it's definitely going to be a 3 tight ender, which is cool. Like we can bring in Likely. We'll go with Schultz likely, and then like a +1. Yeah, I mean, we've already sort of got news that he's playing ahead of Israel Abanikanda, and shout out to Adam for putting together a killer document that I posted in the cheat sheet section of the Discord. He just literally piled together all of the reporters for each team, the beat reporters, and put it in a document based on, organized at QB, running back, wide receiver, tight end, all the updates. It's really nice. Really nice. Everyone's chipping in the community. It's really rewarding. And the freaking Discord's insane. Discord's insane. Oh God. Stuff you get text while you're on the live stream. Uh yeah, we're hitting the spot where tight ends start to really fall the fuck off. Deshaun Watson at 165. Slap the mic. I like Deshaun Watson at 165. That's to have Levis go up a few picks later. Little reach for Frank, but again, he's at the 1 spot, so if he wants someone and he has the D-Hop correlation, he has the correlation with McBride, he has the correlation with Connor. No bringbacks on either team, but that's fine. Don't necessarily need bringbacks. Low scoring games too on both sides. What do we do once are in the Discord? Just if your name's obvious, like I'll go to the welcome section and I see you joined twice, Meatwad joined. I can see you guys and I'll add you to that channel. It's called the draft tip off channel. It's at the bottom. You'll see it once I add you to the YouTube spoons. So if you guys won a membership tonight, just go into the Discord, link in the description, link in the comments, and I'll add you to the appropriate channels. Who do we want to come back to us? I mean, I see 3 people that are very obvious. I think we can stop here at RB if we had to. We're definitely done at QB. We need 2 more tight ends. So a little 2-5-8-3 is what it's looking like. 2-5-8-3. We could go 2-7. Could we stop at 7 receivers? I guess. With this crew, you could stop at 7. We invested 6 picks at receiver before pick 110. And Douglas is off the board. So I think a little likely Conk. We're going to have 1 tight end to lean on for week 14, but who actually cares? Just checking some of the stacks. This is a stack with the QB2, with the QB1, bring back with the QB2. Yeah, let's bring in likely here and the Conk. Man, I like Fant too, though. I don't have a ton of Fant. I have 21% Conklin. I think we'll give this one to Fant, especially because of the bye weeks. Not that it matters too much. He's not a 14, but we have no shares of Fant, which is crazy. That seems like so wrong. We're only 18 drafts in. That's the thing. But like being able to monitor your portfolio gives you a huge advantage. Yeah, just keep joining. You'll figure it out. just keep joining. Oh shit. Oh, cool. Right on. Neil just hit me up. Appreciate you, dude. I'm gonna be doing a stream soon, so that'll be fun. He's crazy. Like the amount of like greatness, fancy football minded people there are in this space, just insane. Pierce, Herbert, Baker off the board. We're done at tight end. I'm good with leaning into this group. I don't feel the need to really ever go for tight ends. I'm cool with this group. Our wide receivers are good. I feel like we need a couple. We could double tap receiver here and just have it be a 2-5-8-3. And I think that's the best way to go about it. 2 bye week 5s. We have Najee, Algier, and Gibson for bye week 5. No bye week 5 on tight ends, just 1 bye week 5 at receiver. So most likely receiver filling the flex on bye week 5, which is fine. Not a big worry. It's not enough of a worry to like change your draft strategy. Question is, do we get Devontae Walker to fall back to us for the stack? Dude, I'm at 11% born. That's kind of funny. What's that? That must be 2 teams out of 18. Some of those round 17, 18 Drake Mays. Slayton off the board at 193. He's getting a little bit of steam lately because of the contract, adding some bonuses to his contract, some incentives. Here you go. You see Tank Bigsby going the 16th. It's happening, boys. I'm telling you. Tank Bigsby, whether you like it or not, whether you like him or not, he's going to be going in the 16th. I know. He didn't look good, but Dearness Johnson literally had the same exact yards per carry. All right. We're 3 likes away from 100. This is the first stream that we would hit 100 while still on the live stream. So it'd be the first stream we hit 100 while still on. Yeah. This man didn't want me to get my stack. It's cool. It's cool. I understand. Can we get some of these QBs off the board, please? Like, realistically, can McCaffrey? I know you're value hounding over here. Yeah, exactly. Value hound. Crazy QB2 to pair with A-Rich. I love that. I like this team. Little modified hero, RB, modified double if you want to count Brooks. I think he could be a riser this offseason. Oh, yeah, this team's fun. Oh, yeah, okay. I know what you're doing here with your tight end, too. Nice. Nice team. Nice draft. Tyler in the house. The cowboy himself. I'm going to have to get my cowboy hat out for our stream. Tracy off the board at 201. He falls 17 picks. Rightfully so. Especially after you get news that Eric Gray is getting good work in camp. Kind of gross. I think we just double tap here. There's no correlation that I really want to bring in. The pick you need right here. The pick you need. We're actually already ahead on ADP on Perry and Hyatt, which is fun. I also don't mind in this range. I also don't mind Rondell Moore. I'm not overly worried about bye week 12 too. Like, I could care less. We have our first 4 receivers without bye week 12 plus 1. We only have 1 running back with bye week 12. Like, we're cool. We're cool. How do you unlock that badge on PFP? What's PFP stand for? But the black badge is 500 drafts and the red badge is 1,000 drafts. Public service announcement. I do have to make you aware that I earned the 1,000 badge before Battle Royales came out. Those are pure off-season drafts by like BBM before BBM3. Brightwell got cut. G-Men gonna have rookie, sophomore, and junior wide receiver breakouts. Honestly, I like all of their ADPs. I like all their ADPs. I think they could be good values. So I don't mind if it's Hyatt, if it's Slayton in the 18th. Wandale, like Wandale goes in such a good spot, in my opinion. Like shit. He could disappear for weeks and weeks. That's fine. He's going to pick 170. Marvin Mims could disappear. We know that. We know that. Okay, you can also get a black black badge by winning a. God, I would have to look at the certain ways you can get it, but you can get it a different way too by finishing either in battle royales, like 2 of them, or cashing in a season long contest. There's different ways you can get it. If someone knows the ins and outs of those, but that's like that happened way after we got ours. It's like I have no idea about those. Ben in the live stream, dog, passing on both Moore and Malik Washington's a huge mistake in my opinion. Yeah, we went Rondell Moore last draft, and I like Malik Washington. I'm a big fan of Malik Washington, but where we already have 2 rookies, not that it's the biggest deal to bring in a third, but with this team, I'd rather just stick with stability at the back end. But I do like Malik Washington for a last rounder. A.T. Perry is the worst wide receiver. Yeah, there seems to be people that like really don't like A.T. Perry, but I'm sort of leaning into the team side of things where they didn't bring anyone in. They lose Michael Thomas. Like sometimes you just have to sort of listen to the team. Let's have a peek here. Like he's going to be in the mix, and that's all you want from your 18th round pick. You only throw so many balls to Shaheed. It's not a strong wide receiver core. Like there's room for positivity for A.T. Perry. So I don't mind him as a second year guy in New Orleans. I really don't. We've seen Cedric Wilson. We know what Cedric Wilson is. Like, I don't know. Khalif Raymond. I'm not gonna be overly high on Khalif Raymond. I don't know. Here we just had too many Detroit pieces to afford to be able to go Khalif. All right, let's go over Frank's team with Kyler and Levis. McCaffrey, Achane brings in a little correlation with James Conner, with Murray, Kendre, not the Foreman. Good capital spent at running back. Diggs, Hollywood, D-Hop, Lockett, Myers, Cooks, Burton, Slayton. I like the receivers. Wide receiver 2 comes in a little late, in my opinion, but makes me wonder if we need a 9th receiver. Yeah, I'm leaning into McBride and Juwan Johnson here. I think you can add a 9th receiver. Again, there's going to be diminishing returns at that point in the draft anyways. So draft whoever you think is going to add points to your team. So I can't knock you for that. I can't knock you for that. A little stack with Levis. Doesn't look like any. You got a week. He got a week 16 bring back. He found a week 16 bring back. All right. It's cool. It's cool. It passed the test. Double TDs in the 3 spot. Tua and T-Law. Brings in Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence brings in Tony Pollard. The beers. Oh God, the beers are talking. Tank Bigsby. I like the RB room. It's sort of like modified double RB, but super late in a way. First RB, Kamara, Pollard, Lloyd, Hubbard, Bigsby, and Mitchell. This makes me think that it should have been a 2-7-7-2, but let's have a peek. Hill, Evans, DJ Moore, Kirk, McLaurin, 5 receivers, 6 receivers. I don't think you need the last one. But it's a stacking partner with Tua. He ends up bringing the double stack with Tyreek And Odell Beckham, and he's got the bring back with Njoku and Freiermuth. Yeah, I like that pairing there at tight end. I don't think you necessarily need Odell here, but leaning into your running back depth too when you have 6 is fine as well. Like, I'm completely fine with that. Is Mike D in the live stream? I don't know if Mike D's in the live stream. Let me know in the chat. If you're here, I'll definitely cover your team. McCaffrey at 6, A-Rich and Derek Carr is a fun pairing. This is like, Derek Carr is like value hounding in a way, even if he doesn't fall past ADP. Aaron Jones, Brooks, Benson, Rico, Wright, Ray Davis, and Jalen McLaughlin. It's fun. I mean, Aaron Jones at 78. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? It seems like, at least to me, a pretty easy click. Amon-Ra, Adams, Smith, Amari Cooper, Shaheed, Downs, Demarcus Robinson. I'm good with the capital spent. 4 receivers through Cooper. I like the prototype you bring in with Shaheed to spike in. Downs, stacking partner. Again, stack Shaheed, bring back with Devontae Adams in week 17 against New Orleans. Andrews and Johnny Smith's a fun pairing as well. Get a little 20 pick slide on Johnny Smith just about. Yeah, Seth. Yeah, well, Seth says Carr's a mega value. It's just crazy. Like, how hasn't he risen yet? I don't understand. Everyone talks about the year 8 breakout. Oh god, I missed it. Josh Reynolds left. No one knew in. Think about it. Cleve Raymond, T5 league success rate. Everyone talks about the year 8 breakout. I'm just, you guys are literally, there's fireworks going off in the chat. This is too much. J-Dub's at 9 with Love, Staffy, and Drake May. Brings in Drake May at pick 208, which I'm cool with these two. Henry, Mixon, Brian Robinson Jr., Chase Brown, and Tracy, with Puka stacked with the bring back with Harrison, T. Higgs, Christian Watson stacked, Palmer, a little mini there. Little mini with Drake May. Okay. Leggett. This team is like super correlated for week 17. Zay Jones against the Rams with Puka, bring back, and Staffy. Javon Baker. Kyle Pitts, Hunter Henry. Oh, dude, look at this Hunter Henry. 42%. 42%. J-Dubs, this was a sick one. You have redeemed yourself of all past sins. This was a sick draft. God damn. Papa in the 10 spot. So I don't think Mike was a pounder. So we correctly passed over a non-pounder. Feels good. Jalen Hurts against Washington and Dallas with Jaden Daniels here. James Cook, Zeke, Ty Chandler, Bucky Irving, Khalil Herbert, and Khalil Shakir. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. AJ Brown, Ayuk, Cup, Idunze, Williams, Wicks, Corley, and McMillan. It's good. Like, the capital's right here. The capital's definitely right. He has stack, bring back, but no. The Philly stack with Ferguson's nice as a bring back. That's really nice. And Goddard, so it's a double. I would prefer double stacking Philly and Hurts with Goddard, a tight end and a receiver, rather than double receiver, just because of the price of AJ Brown and Smith. So that's really nice. Elliott is RB2 is kind of tough. Elliott RB2 is kind of tough. I wonder, can we lean into here and add one more running back to this group, or do you just say, let's say Zeke's a pretty decent value. Even if he gets 50% of the touches, he probably ends up outpaying this ADP. Chandler, Irving, Herbert. You just need him to be a floor piece too. I don't mind the group. I probably want one more running back though. It's a nice team though. It's a fun one to lean into from Papa. And we picked at the 12 with Lamar and Justin Herbert, with Gibbs, Monty, Najee, Algier, and Gibson. Debo, Tank Dell, Worthy, Lad McConkey, Mike Williams, Shakir, A.T. Perry, Jalen Hyatt, Schultz, likely. So we get this stack bring back with Schultz. We get a little week 16 correlation too with Najee against Baltimore. And then we get this Justin Herbert versus New England with Lad McConkey and Gibson there. Fun. I had fun. For a Pounders room and being on the back, not always the easiest. I think it turned out just fine. But my God, we have to wrap this one up. I appreciate everyone coming out tonight, dropping subs, dropping love, dropping likes, everything. We appreciate you guys. And we're going to be streaming for the next few days in a row. So let's run it back. See everyone tomorrow. Hope you all have a great Friday night. If you haven't already, slap the like on the way out, hit the sub, and we'll catch you on the next one. Pounders.